Understanding this is the difference between people who genuinely change and people who spend their whole life wondering why they keep ending up in the same place. I wrote a book, it's called The Invisible Autopilot. Now I'm about to read a chapter from it called Why It's So Hard to Change. Why do people never change? A lot of people tell you it's because they lack motivation, discipline, or willpower. Why those things matter, they're not the real reason. The real reason is the invisible autopilot, the subconscious mind. The truth is, most people never actually change. What they usually do is just get better at hiding who they really are, or they find ways to make peace with their deficiencies. There's a term for this, cognitive dissonance. It's the brain way of rationalizing your circumstances so you don't have to face the discomfort of confronting them. You'll start saying things like, it's not that bad, I'm being loyal, and you will end up believing it. Because believing it costs less energy than actually changing. The human brain was not designed for happiness and growth. It was designed for survival. And survival is defined by the conservation of energy and the avoidance of the unknown. This is where the manageable bad comes in. You might have a job you strongly dislike, or a partner who treats you poorly, but the discomfort stays just below the threshold your brain needs to sound the alarm. You can tolerate it, so you do. You stay. But when a catastrophe hits, a job loss, a death, a breakdown, that threshold shatters. The brain shifts into survival mode. Now change isn't optional, it's necessary. And that's the only time most people actually move. But you don't need to wait for rock bottom, that's the whole point. Now here's something almost nobody talks about. I wish someone had told me this earlier because it would have saved me a lot of frustration. When you finally commit to changing the habit, your brain doesn't quietly accept it. It fights back hard. This is called extinction burst. When you stop feeding the old habit, let's say you stop reaching for the ice cream, or you stop doom scrolling at night, your subconscious doesn't give up quietly. It throws a full-on tantrum. The cravings get louder, the urge gets stronger. It feels like things are getting worse right before they get better. Most people mistake this moment as proof they're failing. They give in right there, right at the edge of the breakthrough, not knowing the intensity was actually proof the old program was finally starting to break. Think of it as a child who knows if they scream loud enough, they'll get what they want. The subconscious is doing the exact same thing. Once you understand that the tantrum is a signal that you're winning, you can sit through it, let it pass, and once it does, the habit loses its grip. Understanding this is the difference between people who genuinely change and people who spend their whole life wondering why they keep ending up in the same place.